Hello, my name is Melanie Vansell. I am a semi-retired associate professor of history and American Sign Language, and I just have a few things to say. In my history classes, I give a lecture that I call Heroes, Martyrs, and Scapegoats, and it just seems that humans have a tendency to need heroes, martyrs, and scapegoats, so they invent them. I talked to a lot of people about this upcoming election, and I'm so baffled that this is not a no-brainer. The thing that I've come away with from speaking with people is that people are so busy with themselves and their lives that they don't care or they can't take the time to get outside of themselves or their lives. And I totally understand that. Being busy is a good thing. But just the idea that this is such a close election, I don't get it. So let me talk about a few things. Trump has mastered the art of creating the other, the them concept. And he has said, they're coming after me and they're going to be coming after you. That's a scare tactic, but that elevates him, or doesn't elevate him, to martyr status. He's the victim. Everyone is wrong. He is right. And everyone is after him. And if they're after him, they're going to be after you. So you have to be very, very careful in his eyes. I would say yes, they will come after you, especially if you're a convicted felon. But Trump understands, like dictators throughout history, that you have to make people feel that they are so miserable, that life is horrible, that their country is a piece of caca, that everything is awful. There's rioting in the streets and there's destruction and hate and fighting and all these horrible rapes and murders and chaos. He creates those in his mind. These things are not actually happening, but he creates them in his mind. And then he can, once he repeats and repeats and repeats these concepts, people believe them, and then he can say, I alone can fix it. Hitler knew this, Stalin knew this, Mussolini knew this, Putin knows it, Kim Jong-un knows it. These people know these tactics, and that's why he's using these. So now he's the only one that can fix these horrible things that are happening to this terrible country of ours, which I totally disagree with. I happen to love this country. I respect this country. I honor the Constitution. I am just so in awe of democracy. And that's why I'm so angry, and I want to hold on to these principles that are so important for us. We were an experiment, this democracy. We are the city on the hill. We are the goal that other countries should be rising to achieve. But by saying, I alone can fix it, Trump has elevated his status to Messiah. He is the Messiah. And his cult followers believe that he is the Messiah, that God sent him here to help them and save them from the horrors of this terrible country. And also that he was shot twice, which he blames on the Democrats, which is ridiculous. He was shot twice, but he didn't die because God saved him to save the country. Now, these are things that have to be repeated. He's the protector. He's going to protect women. He's going to protect citizens. The other thing is the concept of scapegoat, heroes, martyrs, and scapegoats. So he's elevated himself as a hero. He's created the concept of martyr. And then the scapegoat. He knows how to manipulate, and he knows how to get into the minds of his cult followers and to indoctrinate them. Just like I said, he creates the other. It's the other. They are evil. They are bad. They are out to get you. They must be destroyed. They must be eliminated. So why is this not a no-brainer? I don't understand how half the nation believes him. He's a liar. He's a convicted felon. He is losing it mentally. He's becoming unhinged. He's unfit for service. His people, his own family will say that. And listen to the things that he's saying. Haitian immigrants are eating dogs and cats? Really? And I have friends in Aurora, Colorado. They love Aurora, Colorado. It's a beautiful, according to them, I haven't been there yet, but I'd love to visit, a beautiful area. They're not killing each other in the streets. They're not raping and pillaging and breaking into people's homes, and it's total chaos. That's not happening. But the people that don't live there believe everything that he says. And it's so disconcerting, and it's so terrifying. So I'm asking you, I'm going to talk to you like I would speak to my history students. In order to form an opinion, you need to know the facts, and you need to base your statements on facts and evidence. Otherwise, it's an opinion and it's an editorial. We don't write opinions and editorials in history. We write in a neutral tone. We write in the tone of a textbook. I lecture in the tone of a textbook. My students have no idea what my personal views are. I'm not teaching a class in Professor Van Sel's views. I'm teaching whatever the class is. For example, California history this semester. I'm not teaching what I think about California history. We look at primary sources, first-hand accounts, and we evaluate them. And this is what we need to do in order to formulate our opinions. Just because somebody says something, just because their mouth is moving and words are coming out, does not mean they're telling the truth. So I implore you, please wake up. Do your research before you make up your mind. Our country is on really, and I hate to be so dramatic about it, but we are on the brink of destruction. The Constitution, democracy. You know, January 6th should be enough to have people so riled up that they couldn't even think of voting for this man. So please, put your thinking caps on. Embrace research. Embrace learning. Embrace the facts. Embrace truth. Listen to what he's saying, because he means what he's saying. He may not be clear all the time because his cognition is off, but when he says he's going to give serial numbers excuse me, to millions of citizens, immigrants, okay? Serial numbers. Where's he going to put these serial numbers? Is he going to ink them, tattoo them on their arms? And then he's going to build detention camps, concentration camps. And then he's going to deport millions. And he said tens of millions. So watch for my next lecture on immigration and immigrants. Think for yourself. Just because somebody tells you to do something, like my mom used to say, and I'm sure your mom did too, you know, Sammy jumps off a bridge, so just because he jumps off a bridge, you're going to jump off a bridge? Think for yourself. Put your thinking caps on. Be your own person. Be reasonable. Follow the truth and evidence. And for this election, vote blue. Kamala is more than qualified. She's devoted her entire adult life for this country. She's not out for herself. He's out for himself. He needs to win so he doesn't go to jail because he's a convicted felon. She needs to win to save our Constitution, our democracy, our civility, our decency. Think about it. It's a no-brainer. Vote blue. Thank you so much for your time.